This is the Volvo XC40 Recharge P8, and it's Volvo's first crack at a fully electric car, as it looks to catch up with the likes of Audi, Mercedes and Jaguar. So in this review, we're going to tell you everything you need to know about it and help you to decide whether or not it's the car for you. I'm Charlie Atkinson, and this is EV Powered's review of the Volvo XC40 Recharge. Obviously, as the name suggests, this model is very similar to the petrol, diesel and plug-in hybrid versions of the XC40, but there are some key differences. Firstly, you've got this covered up grille, which is colour-coded to match the colour scheme of the car. And you've also got Recharge logos dotted around and some bespoke alloy wheel designs. But other than that, it's pretty much business as usual for the XC40, and that's absolutely fine by me because this car is absolutely gorgeous.
There are 3 different versions to choose from with the XC40 Recharge, with Twin, Twin Plus and Twin Pro spec options all available. The higher end options come with 20-inch diamond cut alloy wheels, a beautiful panoramic sunroof and a series of comfort options which include power folding rear seat headrests, leather seats as well as a Harman Kardon sound system. You will have to pay a bit more for these options, with the most expensive version of the XC40 coming in at over £56,000. But whichever version you go for, you will be paying quite a lot of money regardless.
So one of the biggest put-offs to the Volvo XC40 Recharge is its price. The entry-level models start from £49,000, which is certainly cheaper than the likes of the Mercedes EQA and the Audi e-tron, but it is drastically more expensive than some of the cheaper alternatives on the market, namely the Kia e-Niro and the Hyundai Kona electric. So we're going to hop inside now and see if it can begin justifying that price tag.
Space in the XC40 is decent, with plenty of storage up front in the cockpit and with 452 litres of boot capacity with the seats up and over 1300 litres with the seats down. There's also plenty of room in the back. Even for those over 6 foot, there's plenty of legroom and just enough headroom too.
So as you'd expect, Volvo have done things right, and this is where it's most similar to its Polestar brother. There's lots of leather everywhere, including on this steering wheel and on these 4-way adjustable lumbar seats, and there's nice high quality materials all around, and there's not too many scratchy materials either. Well, none that are within arm's reach anyway. The infotainment system is pretty decent. It's not as big as some of the others you'll find in other electric car models, but it's still a decent size, and some of the icons are nice and big as well, so you don't have to worry about pressing the wrong button or typing in the wrong postcode accidentally. So just like the Polestar, Volvo XC40 Recharge is powered by Google. So you've got Google Maps and Google Assistant all readily available. Now, unlike the Polestar, Volvo hasn't forgotten about Apple CarPlay either. So whatever smartphone you have, you're well looked after.
Now, what's it like in the driver's seat? Let's find out.
Obviously, this is an electric car, and there are things you expect with an electric car, including that instant power straight off the mark. This Volvo has a 78 kilowatt-hour battery, and it has an electric motor over the front and rear axle, which gives you a combined 408 horsepower. This means this car is seriously quick. It can do 0 to 60 in just under 5 seconds, and it has a top speed of 112 miles per hour. Put simply, this is one of the fastest, most powerful Volvos ever produced, and on the current EV market today, it's one of the fastest available. Now, usually in these reviews, we would attach a GoPro to the front of the car and go and find an empty bit of road and see how fast we could get it to go. But we're not going to do it in this review, and that's purely because although this car has the power and it has the speed, it doesn't really need it because it's by no means a sports car. It's a Volvo, it's designed to be comfortable, and that's exactly what it is. It's nice and easy to drive, it rides really well, and even though it's tall and weighs quite a lot, it doesn't lean too much in the body, so it's quite comfortable and easy to control. The regen braking is also nice and predictable as well, so one pedal driving is easy, and it just makes this car so much easier to drive. One thing I will say about this car is that it is quite bumpy. Even the smallest bumps in the road and the smallest potholes will really upset the suspension, and when you go over them they do jolt you about quite a lot, which for a car like this is really quite surprising.
It's good to know that the XC40 is comfortable to drive because you'll be able to travel for around 230 miles off of a full charge, which isn't too far off the WLTP combined range of 257 miles which Volvo claims. The range isn't too bad, but it is slightly less than the cheaper alternatives such as the Kia e-Niro for example. In terms of charging time, the use of a 150 kWh charger should give you 0 to 80% in around 40 minutes, whereas a full charge using a 7 kWh charger will take you around 11 hours. So, with everything considered, what's our final verdict on the Volvo XC40 Recharge?
The XC40 has carried over a lot of the quality that you find in the petrol and diesel versions, but with added power and extra character. It is pricey, and there are other electric vehicles out there with a similar spec which costs nowhere near as much as this. But still, this car is amazing and I'd recommend it to absolutely anyone. That's all for this video. If you liked it, please do drop us a like and remember to subscribe as well. For daily news coverage, features and much more, you can also head over to evpowered.co.uk. Once again, thanks for watching. Please do leave us a comment and let us know what you think to the Volvo XC40 Recharge in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.